Hi, welcome to My Market Kitchen. I'm Ben O'Donoghue, and today I'm joined by the lovely Georgia Barnes, ex-MasterChef alumni. So happy to have you here, Georgia.
I'm excited to be here.
Well, let's go and do some wonderful cooking.
Let's do it.
Here we go, Georgia.
Okay,
In we
thank
go.
you.
Ladies before gentlemen. Georgia, what are you cooking for us today?
We're making carrot cake.
Oh, yes.
One of my favourites. I don't know many people that don't like carrot cake.
It's good. I like the icing on carrot cake more than I like the cake.
We're going to do that too.
Oh,
so
good.
there's icing involved.
Good.
This is the cake ingredients. I said to my 5-year-old nephew, I'm going on the telly. What do you think I should cook? And he said, oh, Auntie Georgia, your carrot cake's the best. So this is for you, Caleb.
Sounds like you're number one fan.
Yeah, he is.
So what makes your carrot cake so good?
So it's healthy.
Okay.
It's healthy. We're using whole food ingredients.
Yep.
So we've taken all the normal sort of carrot cake, the basics, and then we've upgraded them to whole food ingredients. So it just reduces the guilt. Better for you.
Cool. So flour is now
Spelt flour.
spelt flour.
Wholemeal, so more protein, keeps you fuller for longer, a little bit easier to digest.
Yep. Organic carrots.
Organic carrots, straight from out here somewhere.
Lovely low density free range eggs. 30
That's right.
chickens to a hectare with those eggs.
Beautiful, that's what we like to hear.
They're luxury.
Good.
They're the happiest chickens in Australia.
I bet.
And so maple
Okay.
syrup instead of sugar.
Yeah,
That sort of thing.
yeah. We're using a Rapadura sugar as well, which is
What's that?
it's a less refined cane sugar.
Okay.
So it still retains all the nutrients that you get from the cane without losing it.
Could you use coconut sugar and stuff like that as
It's
well?
really similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, yummy
Cool.
stuff. Yep.
So where do we start?
All right, so dry ingredients. We've just got our 3 cups of spelt flour, and then we're going to add some baking powder.
Yep.
Because it's a heavy whole grain flour, you need to add something to make sure that it lifts.
Yep.
And then that classic spice that you get, we've got
Cinnamon.
some cinnamon. So with a cake like this, you really can throw in whatever you
Yep.
want and make it your own. I'm going to add some walnuts and some dates for some texture, but you can leave that out or use
Yep.
other nuts.
Yeah,
So, you
yeah.
know, throw it in. And there's our sugar. So we're just going to give that, if you want to give that a little mix around.
I'll get a whisk. Is
Cool.
that cool?
And then I might grab another bowl, and we're just going to throw in our wet ingredients.
So tell me about your experience on MasterChef. You were on 2015 series.
It was 2015,
And
long
you-
time ago now.
And you were pipped at the post by Billy.
That's okay,
And
yeah.
so, you know, you didn't get asked to go back on the new series.
I did get asked, I did, but I was really happy with how my first experience with MasterChef, so
Yeah.
I'm really loving what I'm doing now. I thought I'll just keep doing that.
So is it hard to get through it? I mean, emotionally sort of stressful or?
Yeah, it can be stressful. I think it's an amazing experience. It's actually one of those rare times in your life where you're put under that kind of pressure and really tells you whether you love cooking or want to work with it or not.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah. So in our bowl here, so we've got our 4 eggs, we've got our maple syrup, pure maple syrup as well. So there's a difference.
There is.
A big difference.
Yeah, we don't like the cheap stuff that
No.
is like flavoured syrup.
And then instead of butter, I'm using extra virgin olive oil.
Yeah, nice.
So nice to
Keep
bake
the
with.
moisture.
Yeah, I love baking with olive oil.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give that a whisk. We have a whisk.
Oh, yeah,
You've got the whisk.
I just used it. Sorry,
Shall
but
we
that's
swap?
fine. Okay,
You want to
I'll
do
swap.
that one? And then in the bowl, we're just going to get all our ingredients in now too. So we've got our carrots, walnuts for that crunch, but you could use any kind of nuts that you like. And then we've got dates. I love dates. So they cook into the cake and they give that
Yeah.
chewiness and texture.
So what are you doing now, Georgia?
So I work at a beautiful health retreat in the Currumbin Valley. It's on 400 acres called Eden.
Yeah, awesome.
And I work in the kitchen there and get to do nutritional talks as well. So it's really special. Let's just mix everything together. We've got
Cool.
This is much better. We
Yeah,
needed
a bit
bigger
more
bowl.
room. Yeah, you can actually mix it now.
And then wet ingredients in,
Okay,
dates in.
get it all in there.
So the idea is just to mix it until it comes together, and then we'll get it into our cake tins.
Which we've got pre-lined here.
We do, and now I've split it into 2. The reason we're doing that is that 1, it cooks faster,
yeah.
and then also perfect sandwich icing situation.
Yum.
Yeah.
So you get icing in the middle and
Yeah.
on the top. So more of what we like.
Probably. All right, that's it. All
Okay.
together.
Straight into the mould.
So it looks quite stiff,
Yep.
but the carrot kind of cooks and makes it all lovely and
Yeah.
moist. So yeah, we'll just divide it into 2. Do you want to do that part?
I'll hold it
Okay.
and you
All right.
scrape it.
Bit of teamwork.
Yeah. Teamwork.
All right.
That's what it's all about.
That's one, and then we'll split it into the other one. You know, this isn't a
I'm just going to take the bowl and hide in the corner.
Yeah. What do you reckon, taste-wise?
Yeah, it's yum.
It's good, isn't it? Like, you wouldn't really know the difference that we haven't used those more refined ingredients, which I love.
Okay, so we get that into the oven, and what's the temperature?
So we've got it at 170 degrees, and it takes about 40 minutes.
Cool.
So a lot faster than, you know, your big, dense carrot cakes that have to sit in there for a lot longer.
Oh, well, I'm looking forward to this. So our beautiful carrot cake bases are cooked.
They're cooked.
They smell delicious. Now we make the best part.
Icing. Totally optional, but I figure I had to do it and not leave it out.
There is no other option.
Yeah, I know.
Have the icing on carrot cake.
Just get it all in the bowl. So we've got our cream cheese. We've left it out of the fridge, so it's nice and soft. And then we've got a little bit of butter as well. And then we're just going to pop it into our mixer.
Mixer.
It's really complicated stuff.
Yeah, you need a science degree for this.
Yeah. This isn't the nutritional part. This is the cheap part.
If you had dietary issues, what could you replace it with?
Lots of people, you know, ice cakes with coconut yogurt. So the cake's dairy-free.
Yeah.
So you could use coconut yogurt if you wanted as a nice icing that's dairy-free. But
what about using like different cheeses like quark or something like
quark's beautiful. That makes nice sort of icing, things like that, definitely. So I've got some lemon zest, lemon juice, and then some vanilla as well. And then we're just going to give it a good old whisk.
Stand back.
Yeah, just gonna.
So Damien, one of the providors, the guy with the mushrooms, is anxiously waiting for some of your cake. You can see him hovering around. He's a little bit like one of the local pigeons.
Yeah,
He's just
like wandering,
looking for food,
doing laps. I don't blame him. It's good stuff. But this is our icing sugar. Now this hopefully doesn't go up in a big cloud.
Yeah,
so we'll just start it off.
This will be. You go. I hate it when you go the other way with the machine.
I'm pretty clumsy too, so we'll.
It's a machine you're not used to, and you turn it to pulse.
Yeah.
And it goes, the fun part.
All right. So. We haven't gone to. I might just switch over to the palette knife, neaten her up a little bit. No, I think carrot cake is one of those rustic things, but there's a good ratio here. And then we take this one, pop it on top so our top's nice and flat. Get down eye level, give her a little sandwich, and there we go.
Yum.
So.
All we need is a cup of tea.
We do.
I'll put the kettle on? Yes.
Yeah, let's actually do that, please. You can't have a carrot cake without a cuppa. Very rustic. It doesn't need to be too pretty. And I'm sure people can't be sad about that amount of icing. Do we want some on the top?
Damien specifically said to me that he wanted icing on top of his cake as well.
Right,
so I think we have to respect his wishes.
So you could put some lemon zest on top.
You could make little orange carrots out of icing. And,
Oh, if you wanted to. I think it's nice just to keep it really organic looking. We'll just throw on some.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, you get. Good idea.
Yum.
Nick, someone's got to do it. We've just got some extra walnuts. We'll pop some of these on top.
See, I'm on a very strict diet of.
Are you?
Yeah. Cream cheese ice cream. Icing.
And we've got some of our little market edible flowers.
All over the top.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Very keen to taste it and see if your little nephew is on point.
I reckon he is. We'll see. It's turning out. I think he'd be pretty impressed with this one.
Hey, Caleb, check it out.
He'd be so stoked. All right. It's a lot of icing. Icing to cake ratio is pretty high.
Well, it should be 50-50, shouldn't it?
Like I said, totally optional. You don't have to make the icing. But I think this is going to...
Ta-da! Oh, yum.
Looks good.
Oh, I'm gonna go icing on the outside.
I'll go the inside bit.
I just helped myself. Where are my manners?
Good. No, that's okay. I'll just dig in. Yum.
No, it's so good. And when you get the crunch of the walnuts.
Yeah. Do you know what I love about it is the olive oil. The texture of the cake is so soft and beautiful.
It's very moist.
That comes from the olive oils. Good for you. A little bit of icing makes it a little bit naughty.
Only if you eat a little bit at a time, though.
Yeah, it's balance. It's all about balance.
Thank you very much, Georgia.
No worries.
You did it again.
Thanks for having me.